Hey everybody, Loki's back up and running. He saw I have treats for him today. Hope you guys are all having a good Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday here. Don't let me make sure. Yeah, it is Friday here. Hope you guys are having a great Friday here. We're going to be doing a little bit of technical analysis, a little bit of like testing out as far as day trades if we get the opportunity here. And I want to, Loki, get out of here. Get out of here. Looking cute does not help you. Wagging your tail does not help you. Yeah, patience is key. Now I was just sitting down waiting. He'll get a treat in a little bit. But basically, everybody, we're going to be looking at some technical analysis here, and we're going to attempt to do some day trades. I'm going to see how this works out, and if I can make it work properly, I want to add another 1 hour stream to the middle of the day here. I'm just not entirely sure how much of the audience is actually available to be watching midday, so I'll kind of be keeping track of the viewers, how everything works out, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay. So hey Jonathan, hey Joseph, hey Mo, and hope you guys all doing okay. Echo Pink, far from broke. Happy to see you guys back as well. Sound like Binance could pull the plug on us base crypto and business due to regulatory pressure. I did hear about that on Twitter. Oh, bro, you are just like pushing every single key. Yeah, I know you're excited. I see you wagging your tail. No, wait a second. Oh, this whole thing is off. Okay. You wanna chill, bro? Yeah. He's looking at me like he. What did he push? Yeah, I don't have that anymore. I don't use that. Okay, good. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Loki's over here being a wild little guy. Sit. Up. Yeah, okay. All right. Only when he wants something. But okay, hey, Echo Pink, hey, far from broke, and Jonathan again. I hope you guys are all doing well. So actually, we can talk about that right now. This is not going to be the formal, like, full on, like, just talking about certain things in order, like technical analysis, news, and stuff like that. This is more of just kind of seeing what's going on, see if we can make some trades, and see what goes on with that. As far as Twitter's concerned, though, and going over Binance, we can probably just type in Binance now. Well, that's not how you spell Binance. This is the tweet that I saw here. Binance considers ending relationship with U.S. Businesses due to regulation. You know, I'm curious to see how this is going to work. To be honest, I don't really know too much, and I should probably figure this out. Which coins are American-based coins and things like that? Somebody would fill that void, but in the short term, it could be a pretty bad prospect here. I'm not entirely sure, though, if they're just kind of like flexing a little bit to say, maybe we might do this, maybe we might not, to maybe potentially cause some fear in the market and get people to call their local senators and congressmen and say, hey, please don't do this, please don't overregulate, stuff like that. There's a lot of people in America, rich and poor, who have a lot of cryptocurrency, and, you know, rich can obviously say, hey, don't fuck with these crypto coins, right? But let's go over here very fast. I want to. There has to be like a better story than this, right? So there has to be something more than just the tweet from Watcher. This is from Router. Binance CEO's report on firm weighing delisting on US-based cryptocurrencies is false. Let's see. So right now it's all about denial, which could be true, right? Stories are wrong all the time in crypto. I don't see much here. We're just going to look at the story from Router's perspective. Binance Chief Executive Officer Changpeng Zhao said on Friday that a Bloomberg report that the crypto exchange was considering delisting all US-based cryptocurrencies was false. The report said Binance was considering ending relationships with United States business partners, citing a person familiar with the matter after its relationships with a key banking partner and stablecoin issuer ran into trouble amid intense scrutiny from authorities. So let me pause this right here because I don't want to watch that. Binance does not license it to operate in the United States, but conducts its business in the country through Binance.us, which it has repeatedly insisted is an independent entity. For the most part, it's independent, but not 100%, I would say. Let's see how this would work. So let's go check out Bloomberg, right? If they don't charge us for it. I don't see it here. So let's go back over here. Let's go to Bloomberg, Binance. News. It's not even like ranked for some reason. Sometimes I'm wondering if it's just me using the Microsoft Bing, if if it's just not good enough or something. Maybe it's wait, hold on. Okay. There you go. See, Google has it. Bing still needs some work on this front here as far as news stories. Okay, so let's click on this and see. Can we look at it? Oh, they won't let us read it. Okay, what I can do here to get around this, I would say, is let me take this article. Let me go over here to ChatGPT. Can you give me a detailed summarization of this article? All right. Loopholes. ChatGPT has some cool perks. So Binance Holdings, a major cryptocurrency exchange, is reportedly exploring options to exit the U.S. market due to increasing regulatory pressures. Binance has faced scrutiny from U.S. regulators in recent years, with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission alleging that the exchange allowed Americans to trade derivatives that violate U.S. security laws. Binance is said to be in talks with regulators to resolve these issues, but a complex exit from the United States market is also being considered. The article notes that Binance's possible withdrawal from the U.S. market would be a significant blow to the exchange's business, as the U.S. is a key marketplace for the company. Chainlink Zhao had previously stated that the U.S. accounts for about 30% of the company's revenue. However, Binance is not the only cryptocurrency exchange to face regulatory pressures in the United States, with other exchanges also facing increased scrutiny and legal action from regulators. The article highlights the broader trend of regulatory crackdowns on cryptocurrency exchanges around the world as regulators seek to protect investors and prevent money laundering and other illegal activities. Some experts have noted that increased regulation could ultimately benefit the cryptocurrency industry. I think that's true, by improving its reputation and legitimacy, but others have expressed concern that over-restrictive regulations could stifle innovation and harm the industry's growth. Overall, like, both things are going to happen. Growth is going to slow down, but still be great because it's still blockchain crypto, right? But it's going to be a little bit more safer. Overall, the article suggests that Binance's potential exit from the U.S. market is a sign of the ongoing challenges and uncertainties facing the crypto industry as it grapples with regulatory pressures and seeks to establish itself as a legitimate, viable alternative to traditional finance. Okay, did this article cite anyone? So it says it does not appear to cite any specific individuals or sources. However, it does refer to people familiar with the matter and people familiar with the situation in discussing Binance's potential exit from the U.S. market, indicating that the information may have come from anonymous insiders or industry experts. The article also cites public statements made by Binance CEO Chainlink Zhao regarding the importance of. So they don't really have anybody saying anything. So would I take it with a grain of salt? No. Would I just add this to another thing that, hey, maybe I'm a little bit more concerned about Binance? Yes. All right. So, but not really rising to that crazy level. But again, ChatGPT for the win. Don't worry about paywalls. This shit is good. Okay. Now, one more thing here. Article like this. I don't know. I think this is kind of biased towards the media in general, but I want to try this out. Would you trust an article like this? I don't trust unnamed sources these days. I don't have the ability to trust or distrust articles. But I can tell you it's generally a good idea to be cautious about articles that rely on unnamed sources. While it's common for journalists to use anonymous sources to protect identities and ensure the free flow of information, readers should also be aware that such stories may not always be reliable or unbiased. All right? So, in this specific case, Bloomberg is a reputable news organization. Not as much, really, in my opinion. And the article appears to be based on multiple sources and publicly available information. However, as with any news story, it's important to read critically and evaluate the evidence presented. If you have any concerns about the reliability of the news story, you can always look for additional sources. Okay. Okay. But yeah. So that's kind of the story it looks like as far as Binance is concerned. And so, we'll continue to look more at it. Oh, Bitcoin's having a bit of a pop right now as well. Look at that. Boom, Bitcoin for the win here. All right, so we'll continue to be looking at this as well. And hey, V, hope you're doing well. Hey, Monica, what's right here in El Rey? What's right there? So far, so good. Oh my god, the stream started and scared the mess out of me. Oh my god, yeah, it's been a busy day. I mean, I just had this is my second cup of tea right here. Although it's iced tea at this point, I had to put like a bunch of ice in there. This thing will stay cold for days. But it's like cinnamon and almond tea, which is pretty chill. But okay, let's just do a quick breakdown because since Bitcoin's kind of booming, I wanted to use this kind of algorithm and stuff and see if I could spot any trend shifts to try to do some day trading with you guys. It seems like we kind of missed the boat on that one. It looks like the buy signal was all the way over here at 4:30 in the morning my time. More early morning, I would say, as far as the East Coast is concerned. You know, maybe I'd be up if it was over there. But I want to go through here very fast and just start using some of these indicators and seeing where their buy signals were at. The one thing that's getting annoying here is I don't know if they did an update or something, but if I turn on the candles, and you guys saw part of this yesterday, color candles, it's not really turning on unless I actually click on this, and then it kind of like, then it starts to work here. But the buy signal was back over here. So far, it looks like this buy signal was working. This short signal that closed up over here, it looks like that worked out. So I'm thinking of possibly, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Give me a couple days, a week. Since this has been working out pretty well, what I want to try to do is I've had exchanges, and you guys talk to me a lot about the copy trading and stuff like that. Because you guys want to follow my trades and stuff, you know, and just like put like $100 in an account and kind of see what I can do with it, basically. With like a leverage of like probably no more than 3%. To be honest, I'm not gonna really try to go crazy with this. I don't like to go crazy with leverage. Even if people trust me to go crazy with leverage, I don't want to do it. So I may end up partnering with BingX or BitGet. I'll have to talk with them later, and I may just start using this for a couple trades. Maybe we'll have it be called the 4-hour change of character, the 1-hour change of character, the 15-minute change. No, probably not 15. I'm not going to be trading that much. But you know, basically, you guys can follow along my trades that I do with these. And maybe we can do that. I'm kind of happy that this indicator has been working out well. I've been talking to the folks over at Lux Algo, and they're not paying me for any of this. I want to make sure you guys understand they're not paying me. I have an affiliate link, but you know, that's not payment. So I'm thinking of doing one of these like copy trading things where you guys can just follow my trades, but I want to choose a good exchange that any American can go with. So I might go with BingX on this one. Maybe KuCoin. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. So maybe BingX, but I'll let you guys know over the next few days because I've been looking at this more and more, and I've been doing more back testing. I said it's like 2 o'clock in the morning doing back testing on some of these, and they've been working out fairly well. I think the key problem here for me really isn't the signals. It's more of just being awake or being at my computer when the signals actually hit. So it's not like you guys would catch every single one of these moves. What would probably happen at this point is anytime we have a change of character, I could have an alert set to my phone because this is TradingView, right? Then from there, I go on any trading app that I have, maybe BingX, again, we'll see. And then I just do a $100 position at a 3x leverage, and I just let it ride until we hit a predetermined resistance level, and I'll have a stop loss, which I would have to verify. But like, for instance, if you guys saw, well, let me use this other one here. The colors are much different, and I can change the colors on this one. Well, I can't change the colors for this one. I want to ask them if they can do this for me, and I think they can. It's all about the people you know, right? So you can see that the buy signal happened right here, and afterwards it actually went down before we started to spike back up. So the signal still worked, but you know, you had a little bit of a dip, so there's a little bit of concern there. So your stop loss would have been either here or here. Now, for me, I probably would have been having a stop loss here because I wanted to see this overall higher lows continue to work out, right? But you know, if you kind of buy right here, that's a stop loss of like not even 1%. So I think that'd be okay for a lot of people. This one over here is like about 1.5%. You multiply that by a 3x leverage. You know, you're just not looking at a lot of a huge loss potential there, right? So I'm thinking of doing that. Let me know what you guys think about it. But I want to take it cautiously and slowly because I know copy trading can be kind of risky. if people, this is if people go too crazy with leverage and you don't have enough of the margin in your account, which is why I'm thinking of a 3%. That way, there's no chance that any of you guys are going to get liquidated because somehow you you maybe have $50 in your trade or in your whole account, and I'm doing a 50 leverage trade. Well, if we just go down 1%, like you're going to get liquidated out of there, or like 1.5% like that. You're going to get liquidated, lose all your money, and then you'd be like, oh, geez, even if the trade ends up going up afterwards, this little dip could potentially liquidate you. So that's what I'm trying to mitigate here in my head. Let me know what you guys think about that. Looking to snatch that old area of interest. What do you call it? It should be pretty good going forward. What do you think of ILV? Is that like the live tour? I don't know. Every time I look at the earnings and stuff, they're still kind of in this massive investment phase. I think that's live. Let me know if it's not. Or just let me know what the company is, Charlotte. But basically, I would if you're talking about the live tour there, maybe you are, maybe not. It's more of a long-term play, and you're hoping that it actually works out. But I'm not even sure if that company's public. But okay, everybody, let's go over here to the 15-minute chart. Just kind of look at what's been happening today. Because normally you can trade a lot of these altcoins off of what Bitcoin's doing. We were just talking about this with I think it was Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah. And basically, like when Bitcoin goes, everything goes. When Bitcoin falls, everything goes. And you can see that Bitcoin definitely isn't moving up as far as like an ICP and stuff like that. So if we go over here to Filecoin, you'll see the buy signal actually came way right here. Oh, it's behind my head. Right. Is it still behind me? Oh, it is. Jeez. Let me do the crossbar so you guys can see a little bit better. Can I? Oh, jeez, I didn't want to do that. Can I unhide it? Snap. I don't think I've ever hidden that thing before, so I'm not entirely sure how to bring it back. There you go. Okay. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, I never take that thing off. There is a setting I can do that's annoying to find, but give me a second. Oh, crosshair. There we go. Thicker lines. Yeah, there we go. The buy signal for this was right here. See how we went down even a little bit more? But with Filecoin, that still worked out pretty well. Although you can see right here where there's a buy sign and a sell sign, that can be a little bit more tricky. So you kind of have to watch that out. So you got to figure it out which one's more reliable, or if it's reliable enough to make a trade off of it. Even going over here to FTM. Let's go with the moving averages short term here. The whole suite can be off as well. So the buy signal wasn't even until here, and then we had a typical breakout. Then we started to launch up higher. But you could have bought here probably, actually kind of the same price as the breakout itself when it did happen. And probably having a stop loss down here, the stop loss would have never hit, so you would have been fine technically. But you really have to trust that these trends are going to go off. This one worked for all of 15 minutes, then it died off. So, again, you got to be very careful about how this looks. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing this mostly for Bitcoin and Ethereum. All the other altcoins, you can kind of say, oh, wow, we're having a buy signal for Bitcoin. Maybe that's an idea for go somewhere else, right? So I'm thinking of doing some stuff like that here over time. You can see right here, Ethereum not as reliable on the 15 like Bitcoin was. Right there, it worked out, but you had to go back down a little bit more. It didn't hit the stop loss, which would have been like, oh, it actually did. It would have hit that stop loss there. So yeah. Because both Bitcoin and Ethereum got hit hard. Then it went a little bit higher. This one right here was a failure. This one right here was an awesome play. So yeah, well, this was coming off of resistance, so it actually would have been a good opportunity to play the downward move, right? So I'm going to be looking at some of these more often, but it looks like Bitcoin really does have the best probability of success here. Like even going back to that 4-hour chart, you can see that actually this is still green. The buy signal was way back over here. It's still working out very well. Like this whole thing has still been green. It's huge. Okay, but I'm going to hop out of the green, red candle stuff because I honestly don't like to look at it. I don't like the color situation. Moving averages back on here, whole suite back on here. Let's go to the 15. So if any of you guys looking for coins, let me know. The 1-minute chart just shows Bitcoin having a really nice move at this point. And hey, Ken, happy to see you. Hey, Martigen as well. Greetings from Netherlands. How's the Netherlands doing these days? I haven't heard much. Well, I guess we just don't hear much news about them. Let's see. So ILV, let me pull that up for you very fast. I doubt you mean the Invesco S&P. I'm sure you're talking about ILV. Golden Cross is on the daily showing up. That's pretty nice. Still in a bullish move. Really, it already broke out of that first level of resistance. Really failed to get above this one, I guess. Let's see if I pull this up here. Let's go to weekly chart. Let's take off the blocks. And let's add on a horizontal. Yeah, it's just facing support around here, resistance around here on this 88.25 level, even though it would manage to close above it. Yeah, managed to close above it a few times, just getting hit hard. So that next one is going to be up here. Yeah, right up towards that point. 99 bucks. I would say it looks fine for now, but I'd be careful of a potential double top playing out here when you get closer to $99 to $100. It could possibly make it run back up here to $120, which could be really nice. But once it gets up here, I would assume this would be as high as it wants to go in the short term here. I don't think it's going to make it past like maybe 130 or so. The way I'd be looking at this is you probably already had a scale out point over here if you did buy down here, regardless if you're using the signal or just, you know, the consolidation period. First scale out there, golden cross incoming. I think you could see this thing getting back up towards $100. That's maybe another $12 per like a share of coin, so to speak. That wouldn't be too bad right now. On the downward side, just be careful that we don't start breaking down and showing some more bearish signs as far as the moving averages here. You can see we just had a golden cross in the 2 hour, the 50 and 20 moving averages. Just make sure that we don't have that crossover there between the 50 and the 20 or the 200. I think you should be fine. Hello. Hello. But yeah, it looks fine right now. It still has some great momentum. I'd still be holding it. Although I would definitely try to start scaling that maybe around $100, and maybe if you're lucky, you can get back up here between a 120 to 130. But we're like 100, like 95, 100, 105, 115, 130. I'd have those scale levels just to lock in some more profit over here. And then if it does take that big boom, you could definitely still have a good chunk left over here. But at this point, I'm always concerned when the stock market is kind of going in the wrong way, and then you see the crypto market going the other way. Usually the crypto market comes back down to where the NASDAQ and the SPY are. We're lucky right now that Bitcoin, you know, go over here on the 50-minute chart. You can see it picking up steam towards the end of the day. Well, the NASDAQ is doing the same thing right here, right? Picking up steam towards the end of the day, SPY picking up steam towards the end of the day. And that's what's really giving Bitcoin that big move at this point. But since we're going into the weekend, let's see what happens. I'm kind of not thrilled, honestly, about what we're seeing in the stock market today, guys. You can see we did break down below that 20-day moving average, and you saw the big dip that caused pre-market or early market. NASDAQ holding, but through the morning it was actually below it. So that's a good sign for the NASDAQ. I'm hoping the NASDAQ can try to keep the SPY afloat here. But we're still seeing this little bit of caution, I would say. Really, I think the majority of these crazy moves, like we're seeing some really crazy moves right now. If we're going to see really nasty moves, they would happen next week because there's no way we can go sideways for another week as far as the market's concerned. We're going to have to see a pretty big move down or a pretty big move up. Hopefully move up for all of us that are holding assets, right? But, you know, the way we're breaking down right now doesn't bode well for us next week unless we have some good economic news to come with this. I mean, you can see right now, as far as the NASDAQ is concerned, everything is bearish except for the daily chart as far as this indicator is concerned, right? Still bullish over here, still fine. 4 hour looks like we broke down a few days ago. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not what you want to see, right? It would probably happen Monday or Tuesday if we were going to have a really bad day. Monday or Tuesday, I would say. There were some concerns, I know, over in Asia last night that we had some trouble. I think it was the Japanese markets opened up pretty bad. But our economy is still doing pretty solid. How's the dollar looking? Let's go daily chart here. The dollar is getting a little bit stronger. Just got a buy signal here. Typically, the buy signals aren't the best as far as the dollar index, though, so I don't use them. So you can see it worked here as far as being bearish. It worked here as far as being bearish, but long, no. Long, we'll see. Long over here, sure, but that was all the way back in January of 2022, like a whole year ago when we were starting to battle the inflation fight. At this point, we might just be going more into a range here, especially as oil was plummeting. If you guys haven't seen technology, let me see if I can pop this up. I'm not blocking too much of it, yeah. Technology definitely down today. You can see semiconductors down a bunch. And technology, just a whole bunch of technology. Healthcare is up finally. My healthcare has not, like, remember I told you guys last year that I'd be very happy to buy healthcare and I'd be very happy to buy any technology that crashes, but mostly healthcare and oil. Oil is down quite a bit. We were talking about this yesterday, how I'd wait a little bit to get those buying opportunities for like stuff like PXD and things like that. It's because if we're still trading in that trading range, right? As far as 80, we're at the high end. We need to go back down to the 70s here. But the PXC that we were just talking about, that's going down 3.5%. EOG is down almost 6%. ConocoPhillips down 4%. So you're seeing the market take a pretty big hit there in those two sectors. And let's go over here and check out oil very fast. Let's go to watch list. Oil, yeah. See, we're back. We plummeted down a little bit. We come back up a teeny bit, but you can definitely see oil started to capitulate today. Just kind of started to come back down a little bit more, and we're still staying within this overall trend of around $80 to $70. Let's hope that when we come back down here, we bounce it again, and that'll be another opportunity for you to buy oil stocks up. Okay. Back over here to the Bitcoin 15 right there. All right. Excuse me, guys. Drinking all this stuff, talking about all this stuff definitely makes me burp. Oh, and hey, Miss K, happy to see you back. What's my opinion on Chainlink? Let's go over here. Chainlink has been fine. I'm kind of watching to see what happens right here. I mean, you can see what I'm talking about right around there, around $7.80. The way Bitcoin's going, we could still try to push up a little bit higher over the next few days. I'm just, from a technical perspective of seeing how like some of these larger whales trade. We'll come back to this in a second. I am a little bit concerned that what happens as we try to fight and close above the 250 week moving averages going into the weekend. So this is probably Saturday, Sunday, tomorrow, Sunday type of talk. But I'm curious to see if they're going to try to push us down so we don't actually close above it, or if bulls have enough energy because everybody is just going crazy right now. If we can close above it and try to make a push up a little bit higher up here to potentially $28,000 or so. That next resistance level is kind of up here around 26,792. Maybe we get all the way up here to 28,020, or maybe up here to the $30,000 range. But we're really going to need a really solid pump going into the weekend here, because once next week starts, things probably will get a little bit more choppy as far as Bitcoin's concerned. Luckily for us, we had all the CPI drama this week that kind of gave crypto a little bit of a boost. And then we had yesterday, what's that person said? Bullard from the Fed kind of caused this dip that we saw. Plus some news about potentially Binance sending like $400 million off to like their own hedge fund type of thing, which was concerning to say the least, right? All right, but back over here to Chainlink. I'm watching closely to see what happens as it approaches 780. After that, you have a clear level of resistance back up here. I would really say around what is this right here? $8.50 to maybe $9, $9.50. That range, if you really wanted to go that far. I would probably be around at least 60 to 70% scaled out if we did break out above 780 though. After seeing some of these moves, like whether you bought at these lows over here, like a little liquidity trap where people are bloating up before a big pop, I would be mostly scaled out at this point. If you were on a swing trade that you were able to buy down here or down here, I'd be getting close to getting rid of the majority of my shares. Now, if you think we're going to make that push up to $28,000 or so, then you see this next level of resistance, 1, 2, 3, triple top right there. Maybe we could have a quadruple top, excuse me. Now, that would be like, I would not even, like, if we got to that point, I'd be opening up shorts. I would not be actually even holding any more longs as far as Link is concerned, okay? Short term though, looks fine to me. Cautious about what happens as we approach the resistance level up here at 780 first. Let's say we get rejected from this. I wouldn't think about selling it. Would probably just move a stop loss up for potentially, maybe you have a stop loss at 652 or 668 right now. Maybe you just want to move that stop loss up back up here towards 697 or something. I mean, I would even say just a little bit lower, maybe 683. And that way you give it some room to breathe in case it wants to make a run later on through the day, or maybe going into tomorrow or Sunday, or maybe even next week if things work out for Bitcoin, right? So at this point, still a solid hold. Let's see what happens as it breaks above 780 or tests out 780. Once there, I'm hoping it can get back up here to maybe 850 to 950. I'd be scaling out right around there if we'd manage to break out. Just as always, keep an eye on what Bitcoin's doing, because this one actually has a pretty, let's go back to the weekly chart. This has a pretty darn sturdy resistance level right here. 1, 2, 3. Every single time, just like slammed back down. Don't fight that trend there. Just don't try to fight that fight that trend. One other thing I would tell you here, just maybe if you're looking for some more precise levels, let's actually just pull up a good old Fibonacci extension here. Just right, there we go. And it worked out there, it worked out here a little bit there. This thing's just been kind of all over the place. You got the resistance up here at the top. So maybe you start thinking about 825 to 890 and then 942 if you just want to have some concrete levels. That makes sense. If we break out, like take a little bit of a scale it here, scale it here, scale it here. That seems reasonable to me. I'd probably be doing like 20% of whatever you have right here. Personally, I'd be 60, but I know some of you guys are more aggressive than I am. And then kind of 40 here, another 20 here, another 20 here, and kind of lock in those profits when possible. It's going good in the Netherlands, dude. I'm happy. I need to go out to Europe. I need to go on another vacation. I know I'm going to Vegas next month, but that's to see a friend in. Well, I guess I will be doing a nice vacation, and I'm going to Nicaragua later on too. So I guess I'm doing stuff, but I don't know. I kind of want to keep on traveling, but every time I go and look at travel stuff, I have to find a way to make sure Loki's taken care of. And hey, Usman, hope you're doing well, my man. What do you use for breakout indicators? That red box, for example, I tried to buy on the breakout at 25,200 when you suggested to buy on the breakouts long ago, and it tanked from there. Used for the breakout indicators, the red box, for example. Oh, the resistance zones? Yeah, so when you're looking at resistance zone, it's probably better if I should use the one that actually has the red bars on it. Let's go over here to the classical one. Let's go to show internal. Let's go to show swing structure. Let's go to order blocks there. Okay. So let's say, okay, so let's say that Bitcoin hit up this red box right here, and let's say it actually breaks out there as well. You can't buy it specifically because we're breaking out above a resistance level. You have to be looking for some type of breakout to be occurring with that, okay? When it comes to indicators like this, there are different ways to trade. From my experience, like let's say we have this breakout that occurred right here, right? You do have a buy signal that comes in way down here, I guess like, right before this first breakout. But let me show you how this works out. And I think maybe I should make a video about this as well as far as back testing. So let's do a bar replay here as far as Bitcoin is concerned. And let's go to maybe here once we have both trend lines. So we have that trend line over there and we have this trend line right here. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. And let's do a 3x speed, I would say. You guys can see this okay, I believe. Let's do that. Let's make that full screen. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay. So let's just kind of watch this play out. You should see, oh, there's no red bars actually here for now. But you'll see this red bar change as we're doing stuff, okay? So there. See this red bar right there as we're facing some short-term resistance. Now, right there, we have a breakout following the red bar, right? As we tried, well, I'll see. There you go. So you see how we broke out above that red bar, now it's gone, but we actually have a breakout on the technicals. Those are the type of breakouts I'd be looking for, okay? And then we can continue it on very fast right here. You can see how it continued to move up even higher here. We broke out above that red bar with a little bit of resistance up here. When it came to this red bar right here, there was two things that were happening as far as technical indicators that could have told you might want to be buying. There was some golden crosses happening. We had, let me zoom out here very fast. Probably what's the best one to be using for this? Yeah, we use the squeeze, okay. Probably. Can you guys see that, or is it? Let's make these just really big, I guess. Yeah, that should do the trick. Okay. Yeah, those are really, really big. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay, so and then right here, after we breaking over that block, we had a squeeze indicator saying we were going to start the squeeze release after we had turned from red momentum, like bearish momentum, back to green momentum. So you had one bullish signal. Let me just draw this right here. Maybe a little heart will do the trick, or a little cash sign right here at the end of the day. Okay. Move it up a little bit higher. Okay. Now let's just get rid of that very fast. And then on top of that, we had the whole suite I should probably set the settings to 63. Let's go to 15 so it's a little bit larger for you guys to see. All right. Yeah, the whole suite indicator turned green. Let's give it a day of leniency. That's my company sign. Right here, after this breakout of a trend line, and then I think we could also just add the Dogecoin ribbon here. This was also green. Well, let me double check. I think it was green, yeah. 30. Squeeze this down so you had that as well. And then there could have been one other thing here during that same time frame. Super trend. I don't know if the super trend was actually telling you to buy yet, though. I'd have to double check. So 50 and then 5.1. Yeah, so it's actually still buying right there. So we can actually just cancel that off for now. I don't want to have too much stuff on the chart. But basically, there was a few different signals they were saying buy, buy, buy. And you could probably do the same thing, I think, with the 4-hour chart as well. Different resistance levels here. Let's watch this one more time as I do a little bit of a replay. Okay, so there we go here. So again, we have those two tops. The resistance level on this chart is up here for now. And so let's just kind of play this out with the 3 speed. Okay, 10 speed because it's too slow. Let me make this auto so you guys can see a little bit better. You guys can still see this. Okay. Okay, so there's a resistance level right up here right now. Okay. Whole suite was green. Dogecoin ribbon was green. We have a buy signal as far as this indicator is concerned. So that's everything bullish. Have an opportunity here. Watch out for the trend line. That's I'm pointing with my thumb, my pinky, like you guys can just see me here. But we have the resistance level right there as far as that downward trend line. Keep on going. Still resistance. Still holding that buy signal there. Breakout right there. And so you could buy that breakout knowing that we had green, green, maybe a squeeze release at the same time. Let me, I shouldn't have deleted that squeeze release signal here. Just go back over here and let's make this, full light red, green. There you go. Okay, so the squeeze release was actually right here, so maybe you didn't want to buy until there, perhaps. But I mean, you have enough green signals saying go, 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 go. I'm going to delete it again, even though I probably shouldn't delete that as well. And then let's kind of zoom out again. Didn't mean to do that. Snap, did I mess it up? Yeah, I did. Okay. Back over here, and let's go to this. All right. And there we go. Okay, so let's just kind of watch this whole thing play out in real time. Maybe to make this a little bit easier on your eyes, I will do the candles, color candles. There we go. Okay, so you'll see green candles and red candles, like as far as the trend is concerned. Let's go here, here. Click on that. Okay, so you guys should see. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. See how right there, resistance breakout, everything's green, green, green. You want to have multiple indicators in your charts to back up the breakout, right? Still everything's green, everything's green. You got another resistance level though. I don't know if you guys can see this right here, another resistance level right up here. Everything is still green. Maybe you want to check out some other technicals for sure. Definitely keep that in mind. But overall, still looking okay. Still green, still moving up. Broke through that resistance level. Still green. You're seeing the whole suite start to get a little bit higher now, though. That's a little bit more concerning since we were kind of leveling out. We had a bearish signal right there. That bearish signal went up a little bit higher. Bearish signal ended up kind of just going more sideways here. A false signal right there, resistance level right there. We broke out above it, but temporarily. We never actually closed above it here, so you never actually saw it go away. You see the whole suite starting to turn a little bit more red, a little bit more bearish here. I guess this one, it didn't. I wouldn't say this one actually really worked out well at all. You would have hit like a stop loss there or a stop loss here. You would have stopped out here if you took a short there, which wouldn't have been a terrible idea, but you know the momentum was there. So this is one of those things where it didn't work out if you're just using these indicators. But with a proper stop loss, these big moves or even these smaller moves over here still make you more money than you're losing. So you're still making that consistent income. So I have a bunch of tutorials right now on the channel about how to use all these indicators. You don't just have to use one, right? Even right here. You know, see how we had a new resistance level? So let's go right here. See how there's like all these bars up here? Go back over here. Right there. Another green sign right here. Sorry, I know the colors changed. Green sign right here. Red, probably not going to be looking to buy it as much. Maybe because I trust the signals, I guess. But you would have had to buy where that signal come in right here. Came down a little bit more, moved up a little bit higher. Maybe waiting for the whole sweep, but by then the move's already happened. So you may miss some moves at the same time. At resistance, it consolidated all that resistance level, and now here we are again, right? So take your time with them, but definitely don't just trade off of one indicator. I would say just understand where you're like, remember, breakout was happening here, breakout was happening here. We had whole sweet green, we had squeeze occurring, we had Doji and ribbons turning green. We had super trend indicators telling you to buy. Like, I don't even know what the super trend would actually be telling people right now. Probably not. Nah, I don't know. I don't use the super trend too much. Super trend would have said buy right there after that first pump. So that's pretty interesting right there. Well, actually, let me see it. Sometimes we change it up a little bit. Super trend. There's different settings. Maybe the regular one was fine. This one said buy a little bit later. So actually this first one was actually a little bit better here. And now it looks like Bitcoin may try to run up towards 25,255 and try to break out for another high up to 26,000, 27,000 here. If we continue on this trend at least. But yeah, so that's how you want to be using them. You want to be looking at everything else being, you want to be looking for as many signals saying green, green, green ahead without having to force yourself. Usually for now, as far as this channel is concerned, I'll be using the smart money one. I'll be using the whole suite. I'll be using the squeeze. I'll be using Doji and ribbons, and maybe the super trend and stuff like that. But that's kind of a basic course on how I'd be using some of these things, because you can't just go off of one level. You have to actually have the other technical analysis along with it. Now, for this one, you want to back test it like we just did, and like see, hey, maybe how's the 15-minute chart as far as crypto is concerned, right? Here, you had a big change of character. What happened? We came up, we came down quite a bit. I guess you wouldn't have technically hit the stop losses down here or down here, but that's a pretty wild move if you ask me. And you know, do you normally just want to buy a massive candle? No, normally you want to come back down here to the fair value and you just want to see, you want to be able to buy it over here, but understanding the entire time that the trend is still green, you know, after the, even after that high point right there, right? So let me go back over here very fast to the candles. All right. And so, you know, as it moves along, you can see that this one worked out fine. We had a big, oh, there was actually another change of character right here as well. Another change of character right here, but that one might have hit a stop loss there. It depends on what you guys' stop losses are. That's the crazy thing. It's like if you open up a position right here and you want to have a stop loss right there, the stop loss is like not even 1%. Might have a stop loss down here, 2%. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, you continue over here, still one big, large buy signal with confirmations along the way, confirmations along the way, confirmations along the way. And we had our first sell signal right here, which led to us coming down a little bit more. And then our next buy signal up here a little bit more. And you can see right now, Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a dip on the 15-minute chart as it runs up into a resistance, which happens to be that red bar right now, right? So remember that the red bars, they represent resistance levels just like anything else, but you don't want to buy just every breakout because although when there's a lot of momentum in Bitcoin, every breakout usually does mean that we're going to have some good moves like here, right here. Breakout came back down a little bit, but ultimately the breakout worked, right? Use more than just one tool. It'll help out. It'll go a lot further. Let's go back over here. And we don't need zones right now. I think we're fine. There we go. Okay. Happy to do the midstream lesson. Sorry for ranting, guys. And hey, Miss K, happy to see you. Hey, Michael, I use your link to sign up for Lux Algo. How do I get the buy sell to show up on my trading view? Thank you. Hey, Courtney, I should make a tutorial for that, I guess. How do I get the buy sell? So, Courtney, sorry, I know it's been taking. You don't know what this guy is doing. Okay. Yeah. Take it down. Thank you. Dude, you're going to scratch up this shirt. Would you like a treat? Sit. Sit. Up. Okay. Sorry about that, Courtney. He is going to get really jealous lately with all the time I've been spending on my computer. After this stream, we're going to be going outside to the dog park. So I don't know which exact indicator you're talking about. So, Courtney, if you're listening, let me know which indicator you're talking about and what type of buy-sell signals you're looking for. Because if you got Lux Algo Premium, I have all the same indicators you have. There's different ones that have different types of buy-sell indicators. Are you using the Smart Money Concepts one, or are you using one of the other ones? So let me know, and I can just show it to you very fast. It's not too hard, and the signals work out very, very well. For Bitcoin, primarily right now, I still have to do more testing to see how it works out for Ethereum and stuff like that. And what I'm thinking of doing for you guys, Courtney, is in my spare time here over the weekend, I might go through 5 coins a week and do the last 2 years of daily signals, do a percentage accuracy, the last 6 months of 4-hour signals, accuracy percentage, last 2 months of 15-minute, right? And kind of have it like down so you can see, hey, this indicator is awesome for Bitcoin, Ethereum, but oh my gosh, does it suck at Dogecoin? Something like that, okay? So I'm thinking of making that as well. But thanks for using my link to sign up. I really do appreciate it very, very much. But let me know which indicator in particular you're using, because they have like 4 or 5 premium ones. And hey, Taker, I think we were just talking about Doge on Mars the other day about how it was low market cap coin and we're hoping it gets on other exchanges. I am very happy with the move. I sold some off this morning, and actually I think it was this morning, yeah. And I ended up just buying some back a little bit later. So it's definitely doing very, very well right now. Doge on Mars for the win here. Let's actually look at it very fast. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Yep. Looking really, really nice at this point. 4-hour chart, definitely breaking out. Still on the nice uptrend right here. We're seeing some really solid moves. Look at even the weekly charts here. Breaking above the 50. That's really what happened today. And man, now we're heading back up to resistance levels again. I'm getting more nervous, but I'm excited to see how much higher this thing can go. Because you guys know I was trading BGB up for the last few days, Monica as well. And, you know, this thing has still been pushing up, but it's kind of had a little bit of weakness over the last 2 days, which isn't terrible. I mean, like, for heaven's sakes, it's ran up, like, since January, it went from 18 cents to 44 cents. It's doing fantastic. But whenever we have these little bit of a cool down periods, I'm just like, oh, I got to trade something else here. So I was happy Doge on Mars and Filecoin were really taking off. There you go. And Bitcoin's running up into some resistance right now. And hey, Monica, great idea. Have you been waiting for this for a long time? Would you consider sending emails or some type of alerts for those who are not members or of the BingX or other exchanges you may use? Yes, I would have to figure out the metric to do so. So I might just make it for members at that point, and that way I can just do a members video explaining in short term what's going on, because I would like to give you guys some more context if possible. And then, you know, it'd be like a minute and a half video. It's not like I'm going into like in depth. Because if you guys are copy trading, you guys will just be copying any trades I do. You won't necessarily be placing the trades manually, if that makes sense. But if you're a member and you're not going to be using whatever, I don't know the platform yet, but whatever platform I use, I have to kind of like dig deeper into it. I would say I'd probably just do a membership alert video for you guys. And then perhaps what I can do is do a post about it on YouTube and a post about it on the Discord channel to alert everybody, right? That they should be looking at the trade. And maybe that'd work out, I think. But yeah, I can definitely, like, members, I'll give you guys alerts, no problem. I don't see a problem with that at all. And hey, Jonathan, have a great rest of your day, my man. What's right here? How are you telling the resistance lines? I put out so this is what I would tell all of you guys to do. Go over here to, I'm just gonna go to my incognito as far as YouTube. If you want to learn everything there is about this indicator as far as setting it up and everything, and then combining it with other stuff, actually mostly about setting it up, I would search smart money concepts, Lux Algo right here. Let me zoom in here for you guys. Okay, right? My video is like right here. It's like number 3 right now. So search after the stream is over. Search Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo, or if you guys want to do it now, it's fine. Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. Go down here and click on this one, or you guys can like click add to queue or watch later if you guys are signed in, I think, or save to watch list, and then watch a little bit later. Because what I did for this video basically is I watched this guy. I watched this guy's video, which is 7 minutes long. I watched this guy's video, which is 11 minutes long, and 7 minutes long, 7 minutes long, 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long. Yeah, I kind of watched the top 5 videos, and I was like, okay, well, there's a lot of people in the comments asking questions about specific stuff because these guys are all giving their specific settings, but they're not actually teaching you guys what each setting represents. Like in there, I actually teach you guys what a change of character is, what a break of structure is, what fair value gaps are, and stuff like that. So it'll help you out there. Smart Money Concepts, Lux Algo. It's the 3rd one. It has like the guy smiling like this. I need to get myself a picture of a guy smiling like this. I only have a few pictures right now, and I need more. Otherwise, my pictures are not designed to be on the side of YouTube videos. I'm working on it. I have a $2,000 camera, and I'm just being very lazy about it, or not understanding how to take proper lighting pictures. I need help from a friend who's going to be helping me this weekend. But yeah, this one right here, this guy is probably going to disappear, and you're going to see me like pop up eventually. But definitely, this is a substandard guy from Adobe. But yeah, Ultimate Smart Money Concepts Tutorial Lux Algo. But just search Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. 3rd one from the top. Click it. It's about a half an hour. It's worth watching the entire thing. Definitely worth watching the entire thing there. It's right here. And hey, Haram, does Sheep have a golden cross in the daily chart? Let me check it out for you. I was on the 15-minute chart. I was like, what? I mean, it happened a while ago, like a few days ago, but yeah, it still looks pretty solid. I would say if this golden cross does work out and you get to some of this bullish momentum, since everything else is still for the most part a pretty decent uptrend, right? Whether you're talking about this uptrend or just this higher lows kind of working itself out, right? I would start looking at potential resistance levels around 1402 here. After that, if we can break it, then I would actually assume we go all the way back up here to 1576 at the end. Let me go over here to the weekly chart very fast, because it looks like you may have an opportunity for a golden cross in March if everything works out well. Barring some type of catastrophic crash that brings the solar back down to like 10.3, which is like 30% loss, something like that. I think you have an opportunity to get back up here towards 1781, which would be about 25%, another 25% there. Which would be pretty good because, remember, Sheep actually had a really nasty fall compared to a lot of other altcoins out there. It went back down to some of the lows we saw before the market really took off here. So I would say this still has some good potential. I wouldn't really hold it too much further for a swing trade past the 1740 level, 1750 level. But yes, golden cross all the way. Golden cross all the way between the 50 and the 200. 50 and the 200. Yeah, 50 and the 200, yeah. Sorry, I want to double check that. There we go. All right. See. Hey, and should I buy Bitcoin now? I usually don't buy into FOMO. Usually I swing at some of these lower levels, or I wait for some of these signals that we've been talking about now. The signals have already happened like earlier this morning, so you've kind of missed out on a lot of the rally. Personally, since I'm a little bit more of a cautious investor, I tend to just say, hey, I missed it. I'll wait for the next big bullish signal, and then I'll trade that one. If you do want to hop in right now, everything is still technically green, but we never know exactly where this top is going to be. Right now, we're testing out a simple top around $25,000. Hopefully we can break out. But at this point, you'd be kind of buying at a resistance level, which probably isn't the best thing to be doing at this point. But I'm much more of a cautious trader. So other channels I would recommend you guys watch. My friend Tom Crown, he has a good one. He's much more aggressive than I am. Not so much more aggressive, but he is aggressive. Tell him I say hi if you guys go over there. He came over here to say hi a few days ago. I should go say hi to one of his streams. I really should. And then Jordan Cameron does technical analysis. Some other guys out there, I think, as well. So I'll be I'm much more of a cautious investor. I make money not by buying the bottom or selling at the top or shorting the top. I kind of do the more the middle trading areas. But I also like to trade breakouts and stuff, like the simple patterns. And right now, there's no simple pattern that's like really saying to buy at this point. And hey, like, why isn't Doge popping off hard? Primarily, Doge kind of pops off when everything else isn't a lot of times. If you go over here to the daily chart, you're seeing we're playing around with the 20-day moving average here. I would think later on today, if we, or tomorrow, frankly, you're probably going to see Dogecoin try to hit back up here towards 0.093. And if we're lucky, it might actually come all the way back up here to 9.5 cents. Really, though, look at the 50, the weekly charts. We're looking at a golden cross happening with Dogecoin. And we still have the situation of higher lows. We're just waiting for that big blast off moment that takes us to 10 cents, then 11 cents, then all the way up here to maybe 12 cents. I don't think we're going to get back up to 16 cents anytime soon. This is really off of the Twitter acquisition by Elon Musk, and it's going to take a while for us to have big news like that. But in the short term here, what you're waiting for, in my opinion, is something more like that, or maybe something more like that as far as Dogecoin. So waiting for that breakout, it would most likely happen next week. And so you could see a lot of other altcoins kind of going up and doing okay, but you can see Dogecoin having a big breakout, testing up the 0.11156 level, basically. Dogecoin's just kind of in a waiting level because all the technicals kind of got blown out of the water when all this crap happened over here. Like, this is your typical Fibonacci retracement level, right? We stopped there temporarily, After this, it kind of got a little bit more wonky, right? Resistance there, kind of kept on moving up. Resistance right there at the 1. Bouncing a little bit. So now we kind of have to start looking at other stuff because of how wild this was. Go back to the daily chart. Again, you can just see some really wild stuff. You go back over here, another Fibonacci. Broke out here, didn't matter because it was a 20-day moving average. Resistance there. You know, I'm just waiting for that breakout, honestly, as far as Dogecoin. Be patient with it. Give it some time. But we're getting closer to that resistance level. Most other coins are breaking out of those resistance levels at this point. They're just breaking out. Matic, already broken out. Ethereum, tried to break out. Still kind of around that Bitcoin type of thing. XRP, still kind of the same. Link, breaking out. STMX broke out. Sheeb, already broke out, right? I gotta go back over here. It came back down, actually. Litecoin, still going strong. Ethereum Classic, sideways here. Solana, sideways here. Some of these coins really did have better momentum shifts than others, or better momentum moves here, but breakdown. Binance. Oh, Binance is having its own drama right now. Let's be frank. Binance is going through some shit. Okay. Let's go back over here. Oh, I need to get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. See, hey, Martin. Yes, I do got a bag of VeChain, that's for sure. But dollar cost averaging, but it's still a bag. How to trade base of a break of structure? Watch the video. Watch the video. ACH. Take a sip of tea here. Not much data there. Let me see. Let's have a small market cap. Let's see. $110. Okay. So you're going to see a little bit of volatility here. So if you do want to trade this, your stop losses are going to be a little bit more exaggerated. So your stop loss might be all the way back down here at 0.014, which if you were to buy now would be like a 31% loss. So keep that in mind if you're doing daily, okay? You're going to play a crazy swing. I would not recommend buying right now as far as trying to get a big move out of this, okay? I had to kind of watch to see what happens as far as the 20-day moving average. On the 4-hour chart, you saw this breakout that happened a while ago, right there. Boom. You can see how it really surged afterwards. Prior to that, we had this breakout, which broke the downtrend. Then we started going more sideways, of course. At this point, though, you're seeing some weakness. Hopefully we can get some type of structure of higher highs to continue. We really don't want to break down below this 0.019. It's very fast. This 0.01947 level. If we start breaking down below that, I think we are going to come back down here to this consolidation zone, maybe about 0.016. And because this is a low market cap coin and it's come up so far, just coming back down here to this next. Sorry guys, Jesus. Just coming back down here to this next support zone is around 20 to 25% loss. Okay. So I would not be trading this right now unless I was scaling out. I would have a stop loss if I bought anywhere up here around this 0.0197 level, maybe a little bit below it, maybe 0.0193, something like that, just to protect myself because this thing is volatile, just to kind of show you guys what's been happening here. A great play if you want to do some day trading perhaps, but this move from over here to over here, this is a 5-minute chart. That move was 18%. This move in the last few minutes from here to here was 5%. So be very, very patient with this sucker. Be very, very patient with it. This thing is very, very volatile, and if you put too much money there, you're going to be up 10%, down 5%, up 20%, down 20%. It's gonna make your heart race a little bit. So just be aware of that, okay? But overall, it's still going in the right direction. You just want to see some higher lows. You don't want to see it break down below that level. Oh, excuse me. And hey, Courtney, I don't know. I was just trying to get buy sell signals in there. Yeah, happy. Okay, so yeah, let me show you. For this, Courtney, though, let's actually just make a new layout, and I'll call this Lux Algo Lessons. I don't mind I don't mind making these things. My goal is just to help you guys out. I'll take volume off. Ugh. Volume is the one thing I just don't use anymore because I really don't day trade too much as far as penny stocks or the small assets out there. Every now and then I keep it, but really it's just something I just don't have on my charts these days, which is kind of crazy because you think you need volume all the time, right? Okay, so Courtney, this is a blank chart. Let me just rename it here to Lux Algo Lessons for you. All right. Now, from here, I'm going to hit save. What we're going to do is we're going to go over here to invite only scripts because this is going to make it easier so you don't have to see all the other crap that I have on my favorite section, right? From here, you're going to go to Lux Algo Price Action Concepts, Lux Algo Signals and Overlays, and Lux Algo Oscillators. Now, the oscillator, I'll make a video about it. I don't really need to use this. It's fine. It's an oscillator. Cool. There's a tutorial on how to use this on the channel, I think. For now, I don't think you need to use this, okay? Go back over here. Lux Algo Price Action Concepts. The one that I'm using right now on my chart is the paid one, but you guys have also seen the free one, right? I have made a couple videos about it. So for Price Action Concepts here, I clicked on it once, and you'll see how it has a bunch of stuff here. I'll make a separate video that goes more into detail about it. But for now, if you just want the signals, if you just want the buy and sell signals on this to work, go over here to Settings. 200% zoomed in for you to see. Okay, leave all this the same. Leave all the same. Change it to color candles to make it a little bit easier. All right. Actually, in fact, for you, let's make this as easy as possible. I can do another video breakdown for you. Okay, I can make it. Okay. For swing, I want it to be change of character all. Change of character all. Okay, and turn on swing. Order blocks, you can put these on, but for now, let's just leave them off, okay? Structure scanner, yeah, equal or high, no. Candle bar, sure. Internal buy sell activity, no. Metrics map, hide overlap. Oh yeah, let's hide. No, there's no overlap to be hidden. Let's go down here a little bit more. We don't need fair value. We don't need that. Should be good. Normal, normal. Metric size, normal. Dashboard size, normal. Hit OK. Okay, so what we just did here, Courtney, is basically just turn the internal and swing to change of character all for both of them. Have this on, okay? Hit here. Now, when you see a change of character, it's a buy. That's the signal to buy, okay? Now, the thing you have to understand, though, is this is a daily chart. This thing may flash change of character and note like be nothing throughout the day until the candle actually closes, okay? Anytime And yeah, I would wait for the day to close before buying. And you can even see if you bought the day it closed, it would dipped then before it went up. Okay, but that's the simple buy sell signal as far as the smart price action concepts. Excuse me, price action concepts. You can see if you could have shorted right here, you might have made a little bit of money. Probably would have been kind of iffy, honestly, because you didn't really have that really beautiful downward move. You didn't have a huge move, right? And that's okay. Not every move is going to be huge, but we want every move to be huge. And then you can see right here, you bought right here, did a whole bunch of nothing for a while, then eventually it popped up. You would have been able to make some money if you could hold on long enough to see it work out, right? This move right here, awesome, beautiful, still going strong at this point. This move right here, strong, awesome. This move, buy short right here, awesome. Short right here did not work. Again, this is why you need that stop loss there based off of whatever resistance level on the upward or downward side. Buy here, it still went up. Sell here, it went down, but it took a few days. Buy here, went up beautifully. Sell here, short here, went down beautifully. Buy here, did not work. Short here, did work. Short here, did work. Buy here, very volatile, but it did work. Short here did work. Now this is for the daily chart. Go in and look at what happened on the 4-hour chart, the 2-hour chart, the 1-hour chart. Start finding a list and making it. I will do that list for you over time, over the next few weeks, and you can have it all there. But you got time, I assume, maybe. You can do something for Bitcoin here if you can't wait on me to do it for the weekend, okay? But I will be doing it for everybody, not just you, Courtney. And this is the price action concepts one. Now, let's get out of this one. The other one you're going to be looking at, Courtney, is the Lux Algo signals and overlays. When they promote something, it's usually this one, right? Buy, strong, sell, strong, right? This one's not as accurate. It has some common ones, but it's not as accurate as the one I just showed you. And this is their flagship model. I know how to use this, but honestly, the other one is better. I just have to say it. Dude, you okay, bro? Yeah, you okay, bro? All right, but you can see how it said sell here. The other indicator still says it's worth holding. And I think it was worth holding as well because we never closed down below the support level. Remember? We never closed down below it. Now I was talking to you guys, what did I say last week before the CPI and all this other stuff? I told you guys, yes, the indicators say we're going down, but I'm not panicked just yet because we're still holding, and we'll know next week if we really do have to panic or not. So, I think the other one has a little bit of more of my common sense into the algorithm, basically. This one, it's like a good, well, the trend just shifted. We're breaking down below support levels, and I get it. But I like the other one a little bit better, to be frank. So I'll make a video on this one, but I would say for now, you want to use the other one. I still have to learn how to preset this a little bit more because I know I can make this work, but I'm pretty much trying to make this work as well as the other one. Why would I do that when I have the other indicator, right? And you're already paying for it, so it works out, right? And if any of you guys want to get the premium one, the Lux Algo price action concepts, I talked with the team. They have a 40% off discount this week, so you guys can save a bunch of money. And hopefully, if you guys just do one of these trades, it'll pay for the monthly fee or whatever it is, right? So that's really the thing here. Well, actually, let's go over here. So let's say you guys $100 at a 2x leverage, okay? And you use this for a month just using the 4-hour trades. I don't know what that would end up being at. Well, you would have made enough money in my opinion, but I can't verify that now because I don't want to actually do all this stuff. There we go. Go back over here. But yeah, hopefully that helped you out, Courtney. Sorry it took me a minute. Loki was over here. He's still over here. He's just I have my leg folded over right now because he's just trying to get in between my legs and just oh. His tail is wagging, hit my foot. He's all excited right now. I'll give him another treat. Loki. Oh, you can see him running around me. Did I say up? No. Down. Yeah. Sit. Up. He thinks because I'm talking in a good voice, he can just break the rules. Yeah, no worries, Haram. Let's see it. Hey, Mando, let me know what you want to talk about as far as INJ. How do you swing trade ERC20 coins with the gas fees? Is it profitable? I typically don't swing the coins like that. If you're going to do anything, you're really just trading off of momentum. When you're swapping coins and doing that type of stuff, honestly, I tend to just try to get in when there's like a few $100,000 market cap or a few $1 million market cap, and then you just hold And it's more of a longer term gamble, in my opinion. And then whenever it eventually does pop, you can make some good money off of it. But when it comes to those types of coins where you have to swap for them and you have to pay gas fees, right now it might be a little bit cheaper because it's not too expensive to do so. But in a full-on bull market when everything is popping off like crazy, the fees can get upwards of $200. Now, with this new upgrade Ethereum has had, maybe it won't be that much next time. But I don't tend to swing coins that where I have to do swapping or I have to do gas fees for it. There's much better ways to do it. I have a link down below for BingX. They're one of the sponsors of the channel. Check them out if you want to, but they have like leverage trading. So if let's say that you wanted to trade again, like just one of these indicators here, just like over the last 15 minutes, we had a buy signal right here. Let's say you had a $500 trade on a 2x leverage, which means you're technically trading $1,000. So for every percent that Bitcoin goes up, you make 2%. Now you can go up to 100% leverage, but why risk? Like, why go that crazy? You really don't. 2x leverage, 3x leverage, 4x leverage, 5x leverage. But let's just say really small. You have a $500 trade and you have 2x leverage on it, and you buy it, and it goes from here to, let's just say this first resistance level is where you really started to sell right there, okay? So let's not even say we went up all the way over here to this previous level of resistance, which could have worked out as well, okay? So you buy right there, it goes up here. Bitcoin went up 2.86%. Let's just round that down to 2.5. Times it by 2, you made 5% for holding for 7 hours. 5%, 5% increase to 500. I don't know. How do I do this? 500, 5%. You made 25 bucks just like that. And I know some of you guys are going to be trading with much more money and much more leverage. But if you did it over and over again, let's say you make another 5% the next time. Again, I'm not trying to like just give you guys wild claims of success here, but you have 525, okay? 525. Now you made 26 bucks. Now let's add, what is this? Let's just imagine 550. I'm not going to go crazy with this. 550. Now you made 27 bucks off of this trade. Now you could be trading with a lot more. You could be trading with more leverage, sure. But 550 plus 575, right? And so over the weeks and months, as you get more and more consistent, eventually you're trading with 5,000 at a 2x leverage, right? And then all of a sudden you're making 200 bucks, $250 a day, right? Over and over again. Maybe you feel more confident. Then maybe you start doing 3x leverage, right? So that 5% turns into let's just say 7%, right? And then you're earning 350 bucks, and you get that confidence like that. And if you wait for the larger moves, you can definitely do so. But not every move is going to be a winner. Sometimes you're going to lose 5% of the trade, but if 80 to 90% of your trades are the profitable ones, that's where the trading comes in. Like for me, I did a trade this past few weeks as I was testing out all these algorithms and stuff before I was confident enough to come forward to you guys and say, hey, this is something I would use. This is something I recommend. You guys know I'm really critical of all this type of stuff after all the shitstorm that happened last year. But you can see right here, there was a buy signal, okay? A resistance level up here, a resistance level right there, a resistance level right there, and a Fibonacci extension level right here as well, and at the 1, okay? Normally, I sell at the 1 when it comes to this type of stuff, but we had a resistance level kind of over here. So what I did is I bought right here, actually right there, and I sold off like 10% of my, that was like 40% of my trade or something like that, really big chunk of it. Right around here on like 9%, okay? So I normally trade with 20x leverage. For this instance, let's just say I did 5. So that is 9%. Let's just round it up to 10 to make my math really easy. So 10%, and let's say I made a, in this count, so that was about $10,000 out of the portion of it. So 10,000, 10x, what are we looking at here? Is that, oh, just chat, yeah. What did I say, 9% times the 5, so that's 50%, right? So it's like $5,000 for a few days, right? So I'm not trying to show you guys that every move is going to be massive, but when you catch those big moves, 5,000 bucks is a lot for money for people. I think if you make minimum wage here in Washington State, which is like around 12 bucks an hour, 12. I think people work like 160 hours. 12 times 160. It's like $2,000. Like that's like 2 minimum wages there, and I'm not even paying taxes to the end of the year, right? I can put this in a dividend account, let it just kind of make me some money, and then voila, you know, I'm not doing all that other shit until a few months from now, right? Next month, yeah, pretty soon. 2 months, yeah. But yeah, so you just keep on building it up bit by bit. Don't feel like you have to start off with $10,000, dude. I know people that start off with $100. They will trade with a 5x leverage. They made $50 with there. They just, you know, 50% on their account. But remember, if you guys have an account of like $1,000 and you guys are trading with leverage, you guys shouldn't be trading with more than $100 at a 5x leverage per trade, in my opinion. Okay, so bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. It takes a long time. It's a process. I know it's not as much fun and easy as people claim to be on all the gurus and shit, but it works. Especially with this indicator right now, which is why I'm like using it in all my streams from now on because I like it. And so let's see how it works out. And of course, like I told you guys, over the next few days, I will be doing more and more testing, and I'll put out a it'll be a Google Sheets page, and it'll go through Bitcoin, Ethereum, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Matic, Dogecoin, Nvidia, AMD. I think those are the ones we'll be doing first, and then I'll do more. And we'll see. Maybe I'll make it for members or something. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what I'll do. Let me think about this for a second. So we'll start with the day, the day signal accuracy. Then we'll move over to 4 hours, then 1 hour, then 30, then 15, then 5. And I'll try to do depends on honestly how lazy I am or how much time I have. I'm not lazy if I'm doing this shit, right? The last 50 signals or the last 100 signals. And maybe I'll update it every quarter. That makes sense. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll make a list and do this stuff later on. Perhaps I'll just go live with you guys and do it where I won't be necessarily doing like a la carte technical analysis stuff, but I'll be just recording all this stuff. And if you guys want to use this indicator, you guys can see, oh wow, this does work. And I think that'll do it. And members, you'll see the first video, I would say Monday or Tuesday, because I'm sure this is going to take some time. I have to take my mom to some appointments and stuff this weekend. Well, not appointments, but just going out and seeing stuff. Out and about, going on a little adventure. I think that'll work out. I think that'll work out, everybody. Hey, Courtney, I used your code, got 40% off. Hey, I'm glad you got 40% off. I like when a lot of these tools and stuff, they give you really big discounts at first, because then it lets you make sure that you like it, you're actually making some profit off it. But Courtney, you said, this is the weekend. I hope you have the weekends off. Take some time to really do some back testing, because I know I'm going to be doing it, but you won't have the information until Monday, I would say. Go over, check out Apple, Ethereum, and stuff, and start trying to make a list of your own. You can just wait for my list, honestly, if you want to. But do some paper trading. And I know you have TradingView. Just open up paper trading. Let me X out this. Log out paper trading. Go over here to trading panel. Go over here to paper trading by TradingView. Connect. And you have a free paper trading account, so you can practice and practice and practice. Which will be awesome, right? And maybe there's even a system set up where you can actually make it do auto trades, but I don't know. But basically, what you can do with this indicator, the one that we were talking about, I'll make a video for you later on, maybe sometime next week. But if you put that one on there and you go down into this specific, I already have it on here. Why am I doing that? You'll see at the bottom, market structure alerts. So if you want to see the swing change of character, right, you can set all of these to alerts for the bearish and bullish signals there, okay? You don't really have to worry about breakup structures right now, but you can have that set to it. It'll do alerts. I got to ask them how to properly set this up, because I think when you do stuff like this, I don't know if it actually give you an alert, or if I have to go over here and say add alert, Bitcoin crossing. Maybe have to do Bitcoin smart money, yeah, Lux algo price concepts, and I think any alert function. So you have to do that as well, okay, to make the alerts go. And open-ended alert, you don't want to have a set time for it. Change a character, alert, right? It'll tell you breakdown, or change a character positive, change a character negative, change a character, whatever. It'll tell you, okay? It'll tell you. So I'm not going to set that alert. I'm actually going to get rid of these alerts right now because I'm afraid they might pop up on the 24-hour stream, to be honest. I don't want to have to like go over there and fix it. But yeah, so also, that's also a good help. Little tip there, Courtney. The other one doesn't have it as well, I don't think. So that'd be cool. Tezos $10 would be awesome. Yes, it would be. Oh, don't worry, Loki. Let's right here. Bit by bit. Yeah, bit by bit. It really is a bit by bit game, guys. Now, there are people that make a lot of money trading really, really fast, and somehow they manage to do it. But usually they lose it just as fast because it switches over from a bull market to more of a sideways and bear market, and then they keep on buying those dips, and those dips keep on dipping, and that's really what happens for people that like learn everything really, really fast. Remember, guys, over the last, most gurus out there make their money by telling you they're gurus, not by actually going out there and explaining stuff, right? You've been seeing this more and more and more. In fact, I think, what was it, just a few months ago, the SEC was going after Atlas Trading. And I knew some of the guys from Atlas Trading back when I was in college, right? I was there when Atlas Trading was started up. Like I was so we all came from an exchange called Cam the Man, a Discord channel called Cam the Man, who was like a just total asshole in hindsight. But basically, since I was a marketing major, he was just asking me to do some like general SEO, social media stuff, and just get his channel set up. And while I was there, I was like, oh, I want to learn how to trade as well, right? And so there was a big break in the Discord because Cam wanted to charge people. And so all the people from Atlas Trading that was scamming everybody now, dude, you are just trying to make yourself the star of the show, aren't you? But anyway, yeah. Oh, that might have made him excited. Don't worry, dude. We're going outside in a second. I helped them get their channel off the ground and just start talking about it. And then I just left because, college, I was lassoing goats in Montana, having fun drinking at the big old mansion cabins and whatnot. And so, I kind of just stopped dealing with them over time until I started seeing that, oh my God, Atlas Trading is massive. I joined it. I didn't really talk to people on that. I was just kind of seeing what they were talking about. And then like months, like actually years later, the SEC comes in and was like, yeah, these guys were actually buying up penny stocks, telling everybody to buy them, then unloading the shares and all the people that they told to buy it. I mean, like, and then that's how they were able to say they were gurus and really smart people and stuff like that, right? So, it's, most people out there, they're not going to teach you the boring stuff like I will, but it really is just learn bit by bit. Because at the end of the day, guys, I want you guys to be successful traders. I want you guys to be making consistent profits. But like, you guys don't have to trade every day. You guys have noticed how I've been saying like, hey, I'm not trading in this stuff. I'm doing some short swing trades, stuff like that. Sure. But am I really just going like crazy? Sorry, I almost said something probably like something like really crazy right now. No, not really. No, I'm just chilling out, watching the market play itself out. I made some money on that first big swing. That's more than enough money for me to last for a while. The baby steps here, and grow that portfolio, and save your money for taxes. Save your money for taxes. And hey, Justin, if you want the tutorial for this one, this is the paid one. There's a free one that I would say you can use as well. I'll make a video about the paid one as well. For the free one here, go to YouTube. This is all of you guys because I'm about to end the video here, in the stream. Go to YouTube, type in Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. Let me zoom in here for you very fast. Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. Let me hide my face here. It's not the first, it's not the second, it's the third. Click on this one. This is 33 minutes. Watch every single second of it because I show it to you guys. Then we do a run through of what it's actually doing. So I'll do like a bar. What do you call this thing? A bar replay. And then by doing the bar replay, I show you guys like, oh, actually, this is working. This is actually doing what you need it to do, and that type of stuff. Okay. Where's that little page? That page go? The page disappeared somewhere. I don't know where. I think I dragged it too far down or something. But I can just get out of it now. But yeah, go there and look for that one. Smart Concepts, Smart Money Concepts, Lux Algo, third one from the top. It's like an Asian guy like this. I need to put my own picture up there, but I need to take some more pictures first. It's just doing that. It's a 33-minute video. Watch it, guys. It'll help you guys out a lot until I can get this course out. This is going to make you much more of a successful trader at this point. It works. Now, I will go and do analysis over the weekend to see how accurate it is for Bitcoin 1 hour, for the 4 hour, for the daily, for the weekly, for the 5 minute, for the 1 minute, whatever. Well, in layers, right? I'm not going to do everything this weekend, but you guys should have Bitcoin be done this weekend and probably Ethereum and maybe Apple and maybe Tesla, okay? Then we'll move over to other stuff, other stocks and crypto assets as well, but give me some time. Give me some time, right? But yeah, guys, it was really nice chatting with you guys today. I did like this middle of the day stream a lot. We have a good amount of viewers here, so I will keep on doing these middle of the day streams. Not every day, but going forward, I'm happy. The market's getting a little bit more interesting. People are kind of hopping back online. I appreciate it a lot, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll go live. I don't know what time. I remember I told you I'm doing some stuff with my mother. Members, we have a stream Sunday at noon, and I'm going to be using these new tools as well. Sunday at noon for members, okay? All right. Bye, everybody. No football this weekend, remember. And Loki says goodbye. Oh, wait, you guys can't see me. Never mind. Loki says goodbye. Loki. Yeah. Say goodbye to everybody. Up. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah, you are. He dips to